strong.
The Philippine Air Force, PAF, should look at the possibility of upgrading or acquiring more capable versions of its existing Mach 1.5 capable light jet fighters FA-50PH to further beef up its defensive capabilities. Kim said these proposals are the most cost-effective solutions to achieve the PAF's goal of being a credible air force. Also, he said the FA-50 is the most cost-efficient solution that customers around the world opt to procure as next-generation multi-role fighter aircraft. Kim also said the advanced combat capability of the FA-50 provides customers with more choice for flexible operation. The FA-50PHs have a top speed of Mach 1.5 or 1.5 times the speed of sound and is capable of being fitted with air-to-air missiles, including the AIM-9, Sidewinder, air-to-air and heat-seeking missiles aside from light automatic cannons and bombs. A total of 12 FA-50s were acquired from Korea Aerospace Industries for 18.9 billion Philippine pesos. The deliveries commenced in November 2015 and were completed in May 2017. Also, Kim said the PAF should look into their KF-21 Boramae, which is an ongoing development. The KF-21, which is also produced by KAI, is a South Korean fighter aircraft development program, with Indonesian involvement, with the goal of producing an advanced multi-role fighter for South Korea and Indonesia. The program is led by the South Korean government, which has 60% of the program's shares. Indonesia took a 20% stake in the program in 2010, while the remaining 20% are held by private partners including KAI. South Korea is expected to field the KF-21 by 2026. Its primary intended users are the Republic of Korea Air Force and the Indonesian Air Force. The KF-21 is South Korea's second domestic fighter jet development program, following the FA-50. In June 2023, the Philippine Air Force held the year's Air Force Symposium in Pasay City's Manila Marriott Hotel, whereby different aerospace contractors such as Saab, Lockheed Martin, Embraer, and even Korea Aerospace Industries, or KAI, showcased their respective military hardware. Both the first two aerospace companies mentioned showcased the JAS-39 Gripen C/D variant and F-16 Block 70/72 Viper, as both are competing for the multi-role fighter jet projects, while Embraer showcased the A-29 Super Tucano and Korea Aerospace Industries showcased their FA-50PH lead-in fighter jets, LIFT, that the Philippine Air Force both have in its fleet of aircraft. And the highlight coming from this event, among others, is the speech made by the CEO of Korea Aerospace Industries, showcasing the South Korean firm's deal to provide the Philippine Air Force the tools and avenues that it needs to improve its capability further, ranging from the upgrades for its existing squadron of FA-50PH aircraft down to an outright offer of the KF-21 Boramae as a Prospect Horizon 3 multi-role fighter. As they presented the deal, there is the plausible outcome that a part of what they've pushed, if not its entirety, may get into consideration by the planners within the Philippine Air Force, whether it be a request from the 5th Fighter Wing, the end user of the deal, or as it may have been approved on budget inclusion and eventually finding its way to the Air Service Branch's capital expenditure items. Given the speech made by an official from one of the Philippine Air Force's key suppliers of military aircraft, especially with their plans and visions of having their products play a role in the country's air defense plans and goals, we will deal with three main parts that may come from this discussion, namely the upgrades, the additional aircraft, and ultimately the future aircraft offer. As the Philippine Air Force operates a squadron of FA-50s with a plan to acquire at least one more squadron, or two squadrons, as Korea Aerospace Industries wants to happen. The presentation of the KF-21 Boramae comes as a highly expected move from the South Korean aerospace company. It comes as they further cement their establishment of access among multiple defense markets in the region's different air forces, the Philippines included, which may give them the advantage of presenting the aircraft, which they market as being a cost-effective solution worth considering. Korea Aerospace Industries, or KAI, recently marketed their plans and projections that the Philippine Air Force might consider, such as upgrading its existing F-A-50s or adding more aircraft of this type to fulfill their requirements, complementing its multi-role fighter jet plans. Korea Aerospace Industries' presentation before the symposium held by the Philippine Air Force comes as their marketing pitch attempt as the air service branch of the Armed Forces of the Philippines is gearing itself up to acquire more military hardware as Horizon 3 is now focusing more on external defense postures that require the likes of the FA-50PH, see image above, for the operations. This also comes with the top likelihood that the Philippine Air Force will secure both the JAS-39 Gripen from Saab through the multi-role fighter jet acquisition project and the F-16 Fighting Falcon Block 50s through a potential excess defense article that the United States government may provide to the Philippines, with the government shouldering its upgrades into the latest Block 70-72 Viper variant. The South Korean aerospace and defense firm's marketing of the KF-21 comes as no surprise, as they are gunning for the export of the 4.5 generation fighter across the region aside from its immediate prospects in both South Korea and Indonesia. It remains to be seen regarding the plans provided by the Philippine Air Force, although there are reports that the leadership is considering them for its future fleet of combat aircraft.